Officer Ricky! Why you got me up in this mother, man? Is it because I said you and your mama look like the Clumps? Or is it because I said your baby mama's a girl?
Really embarrassing him because this guy came out and it was, I guess he started something. Yeah. So what you do is you come on and you go, I'm gonna up your life, and, which is really gotta be unpleasant to hear.
No, this is not the G-Unit sneaker. Sorry. Listen, everybody over there at G-Unit, when y'all was out of business.
I'm deciding to f your life up. Rick, bro, I'm gonna f your life up for fun.
Oh man, Ricky's crew. He said he got a $2 million crew in New York City. We was talking about the NYPD.
How do you feel about Bossa giving you the name Officer Ricky? I just want to hear it from you.
Baby, I'm worth too much money to even be, sidetracked on this carpet.
Did you know Rick, while he was working in law enforcement?
He was a correction officer.
So we're clear he was a correctional officer.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
No, there's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him.
Rick Ross spent years playing it cool, acting like nothing fazed him, but his baby mama just let the truth slip. He's been terrified of 50 Cent this whole time. And trust me, it's way worse than anyone imagined. The same man who built an empire calling himself the boss? Turns out, he's been losing sleep over the one enemy he cannot shake. And when Ross finally clapped back, it wasn't just about ego, it was about survival. The way 50 Cent crushed Ross will make you wonder how he even managed to stay standing. And believe it or not, it all started with a look. Just one glance at the 2008 BET Awards, and suddenly Rick Ross had a bone to pick with 50. But here's the kicker. 50 Cent had no idea what was going on. He later admitted he didn't even remember seeing Ross that night. But Ross, he took that as straight up disrespect. And in hip hop, that's a full-blown declaration of war. At the time, Ross was riding high. Platinum albums, an untouchable image, the whole nine. He was the boss. But when he locked eyes with 50 Cent that night, something snapped. Was it paranoia? A desperate grab for clout? Either way, he made the worst decision of his career, going after one of the most ruthless figures in rap history. And here's the wildest part. 50 Cent didn't even remember seeing him. That's the level of pettiness we're talking about. But Ross, he saw an opening to stir up drama, attach his name to one of rap's biggest figures, and spark a beef that would change everything. What he didn't realize? He was stepping into a battle he couldn't win. What Ross didn't see coming? 50 Cent was about to go nuclear. Ross didn't just throw a little shade in an interview, he went for the jugular. He dropped mafia music, and let's just say, the shots he fired were next level. In the track, Ross took a not-so-subtle jab at the house fire that nearly took out 50's baby mama and their son. On the surface, it might have sounded like standard rap bravado, but everyone knew what Ross was implying. He was poking at one of the darkest scandals tied to 50's name, one that Shaniqua Tompkins, 50's ex, directly blamed him for. The fire didn't just damage a house, it burned the whole thing to the ground with 6 people inside. And Ross, he saw a golden opportunity to capitalize on the controversy. But 50? He wasn't just gonna clap back. He was about to destroy Rick Ross from the inside out. Ross kept pushing, acting like he had already won the war before it even started. He flexed his dominance in hip-hop, talking like he was untouchable. But if there's one thing nobody should ever underestimate, it's 50 Cent's ability to turn a rap beef personal. A diss track? That wasn't nearly enough for 50. He wanted to dismantle Rick Ross's entire existence. That's when he went digging. And what he uncovered? Game over. 50 exposed Ross's past as a correctional officer, a revelation that shattered his entire street-certified persona. Ross had spent years branding himself as a larger-than-life kingpin, a hustler who made it out of the trenches. But 50 had the receipts. Pictures of Ross in his correctional officer uniform spread like wildfire. And just like that, his entire image started crumbling. 50 Cent made sure everyone knew the truth. Rick Ross wasn't out here pushing weight. He was pushing prison paperwork. But 50 didn't stop there. Oh no, he went straight to the source. Rick Ross's own baby mama, Tia Kemp. And let's just say she had plenty to get off her chest. Sitting down with 50, Tia aired out every embarrassing secret about Ross's real life. According to her, Ross wasn't the boss he pretended to be. She claimed he was leasing cars, renting jewelry, and living a life that was nowhere near as luxurious as he made it seem in his raps. But that wasn't even the worst part. 50 took it a step further. Tia even confirmed the officer rumors. And just like that, the Street King image Ross had built, gone. And where was Ross while all this was happening? Silent. There was nothing he could do to take it back. The internet had already run wild with the receipts, and 50 had just pulled off one of the most savage moves in hip-hop beef history. But then, 50 messed up. He went too far when he leaked a sex tape featuring another one of Ross's baby mamas, Lastonia Leviston. This wasn't just a petty move, this was a legal disaster. Lastonia sued 50 for emotional distress and won $5 million. That lawsuit hit hard. So hard, in fact, that 50 had to file for bankruptcy. For the first time in this beef, 50 actually took an L. But Ross, he just kept dropping music, acting like none of it mattered. And surprisingly, fans didn't seem to care about the whole Officer Ricky scandal anymore. Fast forward, and just when everyone thought this beef had finally died down, Tia Kemp decided she wasn't done. She hopped on Instagram Live and dropped a bombshell. Rick Ross is still scared of 50 Cent. And why? Because according to her, 50 knows too much. Tia did not hold back at all. She claimed Ross had some deep, dark secrets he's been desperately trying to keep buried. And she wasn't just talking about rap beef. She hinted that Ross might be tangled up in something way bigger than just industry drama. And then, things got even messier. Some vintage flicks of Tia started making the rounds, specifically her 2009 Smooth magazine cover shoot. Now, baby mama thirst traps are nothing new, but these pics, these were straight up scandalous. And it wasn't just what she was wearing, it was who was behind the camera. 50 Cent. That's right, Rick Ross's longtime enemy, personally playing photographer for his baby mama like it was some kind of art project. In the now viral cover shot, Tia is perched right over 50, rocking nothing but some lacy black panties, a sheer sparkly top, and bright red heels. And 50, he's laid out on the floor, holding a retro camera, aiming it right at her. And just when you thought it couldn't get pettier, Smooth magazine made sure to twist the knife. Their subheading, Where's the Beef? Guest editor 50 Cent introduces Rick Ross's baby mama Tia. Like, not only did 50 help Tia get her little magazine moment, but he made sure Ross knew exactly who was pulling the strings. Fast forward to today, and these two still haven't let it go. The latest chapter, Rick Ross linking up with Big Meech after his prison release, a move that sent 50 over the edge. Why? Because 50 is the executive producer of the BMF TV series, and he saw Ross's little stunt as the ultimate betrayal. And of course, 50 had to respond. He hit Instagram with a post featuring a giant rat and the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech." Yeah, this war, it's far from over. And believe it or not, that wasn't even the worst part. 50 made it crystal clear in his caption. Big Meech had just made a huge mistake by distancing himself from one key person, Tammy Cowens. If you're wondering who, trust me, you're not alone. Tammy was Meech's former assistant and business partner back in the day. But here's the plot twist. She allegedly flipped and became an FBI informant. And if that wasn't messy enough, Ross had to jump in and stir the pot. He started laughing at how pressed 50 was over Meech posing for a picture with him. The petty meter was off the charts. But let's be real, there's one person who might enjoy dragging Ross just as much as 50 does, Tia Kemp. And this time, she went nuclear. She pulled Ross straight into the Diddy freak-off party scandal, hinting that he was caught up in some of the same shady dealings that got Diddy hit with federal trafficking charges. She didn't hold back, calling Ross out, mocking his weird social media bromance with Diddy, and straight up telling him to check on his friend. But this wasn't the first time she put Ross on blast. Tia hopped on Instagram Live, clowning Ross for staying silent about the allegations against Diddy. And she wasn't just talking. She came with receipts. She wasn't afraid to name drop and lay it all out. And then, Tia took it even deeper. She claimed Ross himself was involved in putting hits on people. And her next move? She's allegedly about to blow the whistle and send federal authorities straight to his doorstep. And then, things took a real dark turn. Tia Kemp dropped a bomb that left everyone stunned. She brought up a murder, and not just any murder, she named Miss Carol, implying that Rick Ross had some kind of connection to her tragic death. Now, if you're wondering who is Miss Carol, according to Kemp, she was killed after leaving her mother's house, and the whole situation was allegedly tied to Ross and his crew. And that wasn't all. Tia even referenced a man who was shot in front of Black House, another potential link to Ross's circle. And just when you thought the drama couldn't get any crazier, Tia took it even further. During an episode of Carisha Please, she spilled even more tea. But first, she had some unfinished business to settle. Because Tia, she's been dealing with co-parenting drama with Rick Ross for 18 years, and she's over it. Imagine trying to raise a son while the other parent keeps disappearing, only to pop back up like it's some twisted game of peekaboo. Tia's had enough. This wasn't just about the flashy headlines anymore. She was here to lay it all out. The family mess, the dirty laundry, and the receipts she's been holding on to for years. And then she dropped another bomb. She claimed Ross has more kids than he can even keep count of. And that's not all. She hinted that Ross has been hiding some serious skeletons. Like, how about this? She alleged that Ross has a child with a Russian woman, a detail he's been keeping on the low. Yeah, this drama, it's far from over. But this ain't just about Rick Ross being a dad. According to Tia, it's about him flexing his power and ego instead of actually showing up for his kid. Sitting down with Young Miami, Tia didn't hold back. She exposed the time Ross randomly tried to send their son off to some college in Mississippi. Not because it was the best fit, but because it suited his own narrative. But the real heartbreak? Raising a kid who's constantly in the public eye. Tia's son is off at an HBCU now, but she painted a painful picture of him having to explain to his classmates why his father didn't even bother to show up to his high school graduation. This is a kid who had his dad cheering him on at football games, yet when it came to one of the biggest milestones of his life, silence. No Ross, no support, just a father who vanished when it really mattered. Tia made it crystal clear, this wasn't just about her. Her son felt that pain too. And what makes it worse? She truly believes Ross is using their son as a pawn in their never-ending feud. And if you thought her issues with Ross were bad, wait till you hear about his sister, Renee, because Tia's got a whole other level of shade reserved just for her. Apparently, Ross's sister Renee has been meddling in his business with Tia since day one. And Tia, she's got zero respect for her. She didn't sugarcoat anything. She laid it all out, calling Renee out for always inserting herself into situations that had nothing to do with her. Tia also opened up about a heated altercation she had with one of Ross's other baby mamas. The drama just never stopped. But one of the realest things she revealed? The pressure she's been under for years to stay silent, just to keep the peace. But after 18 years of playing nice, she's done. And Ross, instead of owning up, he tried to shut her down with cease and desist letters, threatening legal action if she didn't stop talking. But Tia, she told Ross to take those legal threats and shove them. By the time Ross even tried to respond, the damage was done. The internet was already putting the pieces together, and it started looking real bad for him. People began to ask the real questions. Is Ross hiding something darker than we know? Was 50 Cent actually the one who came out on top? Or did Rick Ross somehow manage to survive all the humiliation? And the biggest question of all, why is Rick Ross still so scared of 50 Cent? Let us know what you think in the comments. Is Ross hiding something, or is he just a master at keeping the spotlight? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop your thoughts below. We want to hear it all. And remember, we don't just spill tea, we pour the whole pot. Catch you on the next one.